What are you doing?
Cannonball! What the fuck?
Was he really naked?
He might have been. I don't know.
Hey!
Yo, we're back to watch more Parks and Recreation, Season 5, Episode 19, Article 2.
Woo!
Woo! Look who's back on the couch.
Haley's back.
Yes.
Yes, mamacita, yes, mamacita, yes.
Haley's back.
Oh, sorry. Enjoying headphones. Talking to Mikey on Discord. He's in Chi-Town.
But it's like I'm
How
right
does
here
it
though.
feel to be
It's like
back?
I'm
my
right
God.
here.
It feels so good to be back in the studio. It's like kind of surreal, really. Like it's
Yeah.
been literally
a
so
long
long.
time.
Yeah.
It's been like what, a year and some change, right?
Definitely.
Like, I
Definitely.
mean, yeah, since I've
Lots
been
happened.
here.
February, March, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Jesus,
I don't
it's
even
been that
remember.
long, Haley.
Yeah, it has. I mean, like, well, I was pregnant most of the pandemic, and then
You were
surgery.
pregnant? No one can tell. No one
You got
can
a whole
tell.
ass baby.
No one can tell.
Yeah, I did. I had a whole ass baby this pandemic, and then with AJ's surgeries and
whole ass
being being in and out of the hospital, it just like was not conducive
guys had
for
a year.
us. It was I mean, the pandemic, hello, but then everything on top of that, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good to be back on the couch.
It's good. And
Yeah.
we thank you all for joining us. And y'all have been on this parks journey with us through all our ups and downs of the schedule. We appreciate you.
Does it feel like the couch
Love,
has
peace,
lost
and
its-
chicken grease.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been sat on like a
Oh,
lot.
She was there for the Friendsgiving where we heard the.
Everyone was like, I think we broke the couch.
And it lasted us like 3-4 more days.
Yeah, yep, definitely.
Hilarious.
Put some 2x4s under here, some plywood.
Well,
That'll
gang,
stiffen it up.
we have no predictions usually with the show. We know we're closing out season 5 soon, though.
Yes.
This is not a market substitute. We're watching on Peacock.
Yes.
Very reliable.
Very
streaming
reliable.
service.
Super reliable.
Yes. And, check out our Patreon if you want to get ahead. We're probably already on season 6 if you're watching this on YouTube. That's how you see comments from a month ago.
What?
Crazy.
Time travel.
Like, subscribe, comment, check out our social media, Discord, all those things. TikTok.
It's right down there. It's right down
Ooh,
there.
ooh, TikTok.
Right
You
there.
don't stop.
All right, now we're ready for that World Cock Mic.
Article 2. That's
Way to
funny.
cock it
'cause
up,
we were
man.
just talking about
Let's
Article
just do it. Let's do it.
And mute.
It's been played.
It's the article after Article 1.
Section 2 of the Pawnee Charter reads, be it decreed,
Pat Oswalt.
should the
I
taxation
know, I love
of
him.
tea rise to an unacceptable level, citizens shall dump Ted into Ramsett Lake. Does anyone object?
As always, I object. Nay, enough dithering.
Line up dithering.
This is a ritual?
Patton Oswald out of
I
nowhere.
love him.
When the founding fathers wrote the charter, their old-timey script made one of the A's look like a D. So, T.
I love it.
They just find a Ted. Or-
I
Instead
guess.
of T.
I don't even go by Ted. I go by Theodore.
Oh,
Let him take his phone out.
Man,
I would be so
that was
shitty.
really close to that little dock there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't shallow.
Exactly. I hope he plans for this. I would wear a suit every time if I knew that,
Do you,
that was
thi-
happening.
do you think he was just in a cubicle at his job and I don't know, they came by and be like, do you want to be part of this event?
They're-
Sure.
His
Is
name
it the same
Ted.
Ted every time? Same guy?
That ain't Ted dancing.
And I am done with Ted Party Day.
Classic Ted.
I'm
Remember-
serious.
remember to
I'm not
unmute
getting
Mickey
comfortable
whenever
in
you-
that
you
lake
talk to
anymore. And I
Mickey.
talk to the other Teds in town, they're not doing it either.
Come on, Ted Party Day is protected by Article 2 in the town charter, and we have the right, nay, the obligation, to dump Ted into the lake.
No, it sounds like they abuse Teds around there.
Well, that's the way it's always been done. It's not a good reason to keep doing something.
That's
Second, it
true.
was a
Rude.
misprint. They clearly meant tea.
I just think you need to be careful about speculating what the founders meant when they were.
I think it's a metaphor for the Constitution.
Mhm.
Every single old
Definitely.
dog. Hey, can I see your keys for a second? Here's a quarter. I own your car now. What? Sorry, Pawnee Charter clearly states that any white citizen has the right to seize any Indian property.
He's not even the right Indian.
I know.
The Ted Party Day will never change.
Uh-oh, you, a woman, just raised your voice
Uh-oh.
to a landowning male. According to a Pawnee statute passed in 1868, I get to do this.
Oh.
You. How many
Oh no.
Where?
I've been head of the Parks Department for 12 years, and I never had any management training course.
Ron, you've never been to Tumps.
Ron, you just roped yourself
You're
into
legally required to Tumps every department head. Otherwise, we are open to all kinds of liability.
Oh no.
He's made a huge mistake.
Tomorrow during
Yes,
seminar,
yes.
April is when
This went poorly.
What? No, damn it! JJ's Diner put an old waffle iron up for auction. It's the perfect breakfast day gift for Leslie.
That's one there. She's always reminding us like what day it is. Like,
It's Tyree.
today is Socks Day.
You're kidding, right? Tyrion Lannister? Lord of Casterly Rock? You don't watch Game of Thrones?
No, you do?
Hell yeah. Have you seen those Dothraki dudes? They can kill everybody on that show.
Momoa in particular.
My husband's not here, y'all, but
Yeah, this is your chance. Whew, it's getting hot in here now.
isn't it though?
A bill that I have written with the full support of the City Council will repeal 110 obsolete laws, such as all menstruating women shall be confined to their bathtub.
Confined to their bathtubs. Okay.
Can we start calling it spilling the Ted instead of spilling the tea?
Article 7, Section 3 allows for a citizen filibuster. If I stand here and refuse to yield my time, you are prohibited from voting on
This
the
is
bill.
a true
This is
thing.
what they
Yes,
do.
it is.
This is what they fucking do.
Now I'd like to share some ideas I have for J.J. Abrams' 7th chapter in the Star Wars saga.
Oh
And
my.
from the twin sons
Look at
of
Jam.
my God.
Even Jam's annoyed with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, once you annoy Councilman Jam, you're
Oh
gonna do
my
it.
God, no, gauntlet of Boba Fett grabs onto the sand outside the Sarlacc pit, and the feared bounty hunter.
He predicted this. This happened. The Mandalorian. I'm pretty sure that's how it got out.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with the writing. You know,
Probably.
It's Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
That means he can jump from this will be our link to the Marvel Universe from the
Oh my God!
Some
if
of them
that
are very-
happens, bro.
These references are very modern too. I didn't realize Avengers had already been out by this point.
Look, the laws I am trying to get rid of have no more relevance in modern society, and they're embarrassing to Pawnee. Repealing them would show that we're changing with the times.
You start by casually repealing a couple of old laws. The next thing you know, your jackbooted stormtroopers are kicking in my door and arresting my wife for no reason.
This is like every pushback ever
Yeah.
goes to the extreme. Next thing you know, you're taking their guns, cutting them in half right in front of us.
It was a more primitive time.
It was a better time. You wouldn't have survived 2 weeks in your day.
Was it a better time?
Yeah. Was it though? The life expectancy was like 36.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
If that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You got married at like 14, 15, having
I'd be a
babies.
senior citizen right now.
Yeah. Oh god. Decrepit. We're decrepit.
That was back in the day. I don't know what comedian said it. It's like when you got diarrhea, like you're dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die now.
Yeah,
So.
basically.
Is this over? As soon as you learn to embrace the power of positive motivation. It's a 9-hour seminar.
Oh,
9 hours?
Oh my God. Is there lunch?
First stop.
What?
Motivation Station.
I can't.
Chris has that.
Beating on my waffle iron.
Your future Mrs. Tiger Woods?
I made that profile like 10 years ago. I'm getting that waffle iron for Leslie for breakfast day.
No, you're not. I'm getting it for her for waffle day. Wait, you have a breakfast day too? Mine's in June.
Please.
Well, imagine being married to her. It's like being smothered with a hand-quilted pillow filled with cherished memories.
Oh god.
If I'm complaining about how thoughtful my wife is. Sorry, honey. I love you.
The fear was real right there.
What? No.
Somebody swooped in at the last second, and now we're both
Screwed
screwed.
up.
No. Okay, Tyrion Lannister, why don't you just cast a spell and get us the waffle iron?
Cast a spell.
Okay.
Tall Tyrion is his
You
name.
know how wrong you are. Actually, it's gonna bug me if I don't.
If this were 3 years ago, I'd be super excited for this game.
Yeah. I'd be like,
Right.
The ending, such a sour taste.
Oh.
Second, there are only
Too
three
soon.
ways to motivate people: money, fear, and hunger.
Oh, I disagree. What about encouragement, appreciation, and smiles? They will literally explode with productivity.
Ron's face. Oh god.
So sad.
You're not being very inclusive, Chris. I feel like my input isn't being appreciated. You've killed my spirit. My spirit blood is on your hands.
My God, I've taught you so much already. I propose a challenge. Just these motivational methods are more effective.
Challenge accepted.
I don't want to seem overdramatic, but
okay.
this is literally a battle for April's soul.
Old-timey dress? Check. Extensive knowledge about early prairie life? Right here. Rickets? Cured. Don't need to worry about rickets. Antiperspirant? Not allowed.
Oh. It's gonna get hot.
If you could help me out, say no more.
This guy.
Here's a bunch of guns.
The nails. Oh. Why would you?
I saw that you recently won
Here's
an
a bunch
auction
of
for the JJ's Diner waffle iron.
Oh, this guy?
I'd like to, that's it right there. I'd like to buy it.
Get in line. Yeah. Get in line, pal.
Who are you?
I'm Roz. I'm Leslie's mail woman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's start the bid now at $650,000.
Whoa,
Okay,
what?
Counter with $100.
200. I'll let you take anything out of this bag.
One date, but let me make one thing perfectly clear.
$500.
Sold.
What?
$500 buy a lot of nitrous.
Nitrous. What kind of date is he gonna take her on? It sounds like it ends in a hospital trip.
Yes. I don't know how either of you guys are doing this. One time my refrigerator stopped working. I didn't know what to do. I just moved.
Like that day.
Oh, wow, that is really good.
Andy!
No, I'm sorry. This tastes great. Pancakes, toast, popcorn, grapes.
Grapes?
Butter is my favorite food.
Take a look at, oh my god.
Oh.
Nobody eat that.
He cheated somehow. I don't know
Get
how.
over my head. Garth really knows his stuff.
Aren't we husband and wife in this?
Whoa.
Not a chance.
This don't prove anything though. Just living
Yeah.
out here, just because you're an old-fashioned Amish type, they can do these
Yeah.
things.
Wait, what's that? Okay, now let's not read anything. That's an invasion of his privacy. Let's just look at his browser history
Oh my God.
and his inbox and his outbox on his Facebook page.
Yeah, he doesn't have any new emails.
12 days? Is he a ghost? The only ones he gets are spam. And he responds to them.
Oh my god.
Why would you do that? Maybe he's the real deal after all.
What's that?
Well, since I can't give her waffle iron for breakfast day, I am making her a miniature Leslie out of breakfast food.
Oh, please. That's.
Well, I think I may have a plan that'll get us out of breakfast day and waffle day and all the other days.
Dude, whatever it is, I'm in.
I'm okay with another
What should
day,
we do with
a
this?
different day.
Just burn it and bury the ashes and pray it doesn't haunt you.
That's fair.
Jerry, stop filing those red folders at once. Begin filing these blue ones. You can eat. When you
Hey.
file.
Oh my
Oh, he threatened him with food.
Oh shit.
He cooked him in the gear.
Violation. I challenge. You are bonnetless.
Yes, you're right.
You are bonnetless.
You win.
Huzzah! The day is mine!
From this year hence, a volunteer will represent Ted in our town's most historic and cherished tradition. Mr. Garth Blunden.
I knew he was gonna
Garth
volunteer.
Blunden.
But didn't they just already do this thing?
I'm Ted! I'm Ted too, guys!
Andy!
Oh.
What are you doing? Cannonball!
What the fuck?
Was he really naked?
He might have been. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Sometimes they wear like a little thin underwear.
Yeah.
They blur out.
Yeah.
I will pit Ron and Chris against each other. They'll argue about dumb stuff.
It doesn't matter, and I will bail. Then I'll steal $20 from Chris's wallet and buy pizza with Andy. Oh, and I'll also steal Ron's watch just for fun. 2 men enter, 1 me leaves.
Waffle day.
Oh my god!
Breakfast waffle day.
Best breakfast day, waffle day joint present I have ever received.
This is the last breakfast day and waffle day we'll be celebrating.
Wait, what? Oh my god, you're both dying.
It's too much, especially because you're so good at them.
I'm no better at them than you are. That's ridiculous. I'm so much better. Point taken.
Immediately takes it
Every
back.
year there will be one day, Ann Day, where you can celebrate all of Ann's holidays, and Ben Day, where we can celebrate all of ours.
Yeah.
Fine.
We went in with a day figuring she'd counter with a month.
We were fine.
There will be a third week. It will be called Friend Week. It will be commemorating this week, the week that my 2 best friends became each other's best friends. I have a Friend Week present for you right now.
Oh.
How did you know?
What the hell?
She just has it as a backup.
Yeah, like
For
she's gotta have
everything.
backup gifts. Like,
Yes.
there's no
Oh
way.
my god, that's so funny.
All right, Mikey. Mikey week was
She is so thoughtful.
Actually, when did we meet Mikey? I met you in Chicago one time.
No, we met him in the apartment, bro. Remember he came over?
No, but I first
No, Serge first popped up here.
Oh, okay.
And I was afraid to talk to him. I thought he was like Dumbledore.
Yeah, okay, I can take that.
He was like, what?
He was like Dumbledore.
I do change shit up that has been decided in books frequently.
Dumbledore.
Oh my god! Like I would love to go to your school of magic and witchcraft, bro. Please, please. I can do magic, bro. Please.
Yeah.
We didn't have a day or a week, but we did have Mikey breaks while we were editing Game of Thrones, which is topical because they talked about Game of Thrones this episode. Mikey would come over, Mickey and I would be doing all-nighters, and we'd have our little balcony breaks, eating sandwiches on the balcony. It was nice.
I remember one time we brought you guys food when you were editing Game of Thrones. Pizza and grapes and energy drinks.
We were editing that.
Yeah.
Last
I actually missed
the good old
days. I miss those.
I
miss
know.
those days.
I kind of do too.
It seemed like things were just so much simpler at this time. It seemed so much simpler.
And we didn't know it at the time, but those were the good old days.
Those were the good old days.
But what if these are also the good old days?
They are. They will.
Like 5 years, we're gonna be like, remember that time?
When we watched Parks and Rec?
When this couch is gone, we're gonna be like, you guys remember the old couch? It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad at all. I don't know if I could keep up with all different anniversary days, man. I have a hard enough time as it is, like keeping track of all my friends' birthdays. Like, I feel terrible when I miss them sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget to check Facebook.
Right.
Can I get this on my chest real quick? As my homies, if anybody want to buy me that waffle maker, like I'd love you forever.
I'm sure they have one.
No,
I love waffles.
Me too,
JJ's
bro.
Diner one.
Like on another level to the point. Like when I saw it, I was like, like that's like
waffles over pancakes.
Waffle maker,
over
huh?
Pancakes all day.
The other Virgo, I got your back.
Oh yeah.
Virgo's got to stick together. I'm gonna get you that waffle maker.
Like
there you go. You got an ear that heard you, Mikey.
Syrup, you know,
Haley,
you could take a bite off of.
And Mickey's like, yo, what's up with these waffles though?
Mickey's like, can I just kind of come over when you make them?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't want to make my own. I just want waffles.
I make really good waffles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! Do you mix like fruit and stuff in it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I recently made. They're called Hong Kong waffles. It's like a different waffle recipe with like egg and custard powder and vanilla, and they don't need syrup at all. They're on another level.
That sounds pretty good.
They're delicious. I'll have to bring some in.
Is that like Japanese?
Yes. Kind of, but
it's actually more syrupy.
We should have those waffles for like the series finale. Let's just
I'll make waffles for the series finale.
We'll decorate the whole couch as JJ's Diner.
Yes, absolutely. I'm down.
We'll have our friend JJ just standing in the back.
Yes.
JJ's Diner. Just kidding. Yeah.
AJ's Diner.
Yeah. AJ's Diner. There you go.
I'm totally down.
I really like this episode a lot. I love the metaphor for like how antiquated our Constitution is.
Yes.
And, like, anytime there's an argument about it, well, if we do this, then there's just a matter of time before
they change this and this.
But it is true, man. I mean, it was written a very long time ago by. In a very
people with wooden teeth.
The right to bear arms was written when you had to take your rifle and load it like a musket. Like it took 5 minutes to load one shot.
Yes.
You know, like it's a little different now.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I'm a gun owner, and I have no problem with having stricter gun laws.
Right.
I have no problem with
exactly. Yeah. You don't need the semi-automatic rifle.
They should be strict.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's fun to have a semi-automatic rifle, but you don't need a fucking, you know.
Well, it doesn't need like the mag extensions.
If you are
everything like that.
If you're an irresponsible citizzen, you have nothing to worry about. Like we should have stricter laws. I don't want to turn this into entirely gun debate, but like, if you're responsible and you got nothing to hide, there's no reason why you should be against like stricter gun rules. There's just no reason.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's like. It's just funny how it always turns to like they're trying to take all of our guns away.
It's like no,
literally no one
has ever said that. Yeah.
background checks.
Although I will say, on the counter side, like the liberal side, they always do come at it from there's automatic weapons in the street, and that's entirely false. Like they always try to make it
like fully automatic weapons.
Which is not
around,
true.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a fully automatic weapon unless you're like in the military or like your local sheriff personally vouches for you.
Yeah.
Like, there's no such thing as a fully automatic weapon in the hands of like a regular civilian unless they illegally obtained it.
Well, yeah.
My brother's.
So can we start? Let's talk about that waffle maker to get away from these guns.
Waffle maker.
Yeah, let's get away from the gun. Well, wait. One more point I wanted to make with Mickey. Yeah, there's always like that pushback and that filibustering.
Yeah.
You can't even agree currently in the House that there was an insurrection on the Capitol. Like literally, that can't even be an agreed upon point for some reason. They're still talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
But a good solution here. At least in this case, it worked. A good solution was like, hey, why don't we invite you onto the board?
Right.
You can bring your ideas there, and like that way, he feels like his
ideas are
contribution
being heard.
is actually being heard.
Right. But that's the difference between one person filibustering and then half of a country.
Yeah.
Filibustering is like an incredibly major issue. Like that. It just shouldn't.
Yeah.
I feel like if everybody in the room is like, okay, this guy is clearly like, I mean,
out of his head. Yeah.
I mean, I would hope to. I mean, everybody in that room is like pushing at least like high 40s, 50s. It's like you're all adults, man. Like conduct yourselves like
an adult.
I just hate that governmental jobs are public service positions, and it's governmental jobs are about everything but serving the public, and it is so corrupt and annoying, and it's so frustrating. It's infuriating.
All right, Mikey. I will say that I do love me some Belgian waffles. I've been to Belgium before.
I can make Belgian waffles.
They're my favorite. Waffles. I was about to say that. Like in reality, like the real reason why that waffle maker is my favorite because if you can get a nice, clean Belgian waffle with a little bit of powdered sugar and just a tad bit of syrup, that's like sex.
I got you. I got you.
Just a little bit of syrup. You don't need to drown that.
Oh yeah,
Just a little bit.
Oh, just enough.
Maybe a little fruit, but come on, man.
I had a field day, and when I went to actual Belgium, there was like a Belgian waffle stand.
Oh
man.
Yes. I'll take
like
16. Yeah.
Has anyone hopped in the lake naked before?
Definitely.
Yeah. I think. No, not naked.
No, I don't think I've ever full on skinny dipped.
Not naked.
Yeah, I've been naked.
All the time.
Haley, I want to lie, so you're not the only one, but I've never done it myself neither. I've never hopped inside of a lake. Butt ass like
shit, Haley.
Nah, butt ass naked. She and that's pretty cool. You're cooler than us. You're
it was the 90s, man.
Or the early 2000s.
It was the early 2000s, man. You know, people were getting crazy.
Oh man.
Totally skinny dipped, way more than once.
Nah. I've done it in the pool. I've done it in the pool, but like a lake specifically, like hopping inside of like a lake or like a river, butt ass naked. Like that's
yep.
like you.
Not butt ass naked, but
give it a few more years.
Like Mickey, like, nah, I was wearing my socks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that counts.
He was wearing a single sock.
Although when you come out of the water, the shorts like stick to you so skin tight, like you might as well be butt ass naked. That's the worst part. I'm just like, don't look at me.
I mean, and we've obviously had some of the situations when you've gotten out of the water and your shorts have come down as well. Like that's happened. It's happened.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yup.
Yeah.
I had no socks, y'all. Just me.
Nice.
Hallelujah. Somebody needs to be cool around here. We get all these bunch of old ass men. Bunch of old ass men.
Hey, you know.
Now I wish AJ were here and be like, you did?
Before him. It was before his time.
Do you guys have any traditions you've made with your friends? Any like days that you've come up together?
I have jokingly celebrated Galentine's Day.
Okay.
Like with one of my friends.
Yeah.
But that was when we were like both single and we were like, oh, screw Valentine's Day. Love stinks, you know, like all angsty and pissed off because we were single. But I don't think there's anything that we celebrate like, no, not really. Just like the normal old stuff. But we're not real big into like Valentine's Day or like things like that. Like we celebrate each other like every day.
It's
all
all
the time.
I feel like there's
it's
enough.
all just corporate propaganda.
Yeah.
Between birthdays, Mother's Day, and like the new ones that have been coming out, like Siblings Day,
Yeah.
Donut Day. I think there's enough pushed onto us. That,
Right.
Like, we can,
You know, most of these like days, they're not
Starbucks bottom.
they're not like nationally recognized days, or
Right.
sometimes it's a meme. Like somebody just posts something and they're like, "Today's this day," and it gets enough likes to where it just becomes
Sure.
a day. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Why
Yeah,
not?
today's April Dick Fart Day.
Yeah.
April 13th.
Yeah, Dick Fart Day. Hey.
Sorry. Lastly, the managerial approaches was interesting because
Yes.
while Chris said there's no definitive answer of which one was better, I don't know which I prefer. Maybe a combination.
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
two.
they need to take a little bit of both.
Yeah, you gotta have positive reinforcement.
Definitely,
but also, like,
definitely.
Some people need to know there's a fire.
That was the
Right.
toughest thing for me when I had the yogurt shop, because I had a bunch of like, you know, high school, early college age
Sure.
kids under my wing, and I am not a managerial type personality at all, so that's something I definitely struggled with, because I definitely was bouncing back between the two approaches, and yeah, neither works.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
neither
yeah.
really
I mean,
works.
it's just,
You
I
just
guess
have
it
to.
depends on the type of people that you're working with and what
Yeah.
the setting is.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, I don't know, like, could there have been files that were so important they needed to be filed right this second?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And, like, if Jerry would have taken a second, he would have probably been like, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
I'll take my time. But, I mean, it's a good point, because, like, he was all freaked out because he had just been, like, not yelled at, but kind of barked at.
Oh yeah, it's like
and so
you're
now
not
he's
eating
like,
until you file it.
yeah, he took his candy bar away, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, my motivation.
So he did it in
you know?
record time
Yeah,
with more mistakes.
Yes. Yep.
Whereas
Yep.
Chris's, he didn't fill up as much, but
Yeah.
there were no errors. So
But
I guess I'd rather have no errors.
I also feel like, though, it's Jerry, right? So he spent 20 minutes on the phone with Gail because he was so happy that he was being told he was doing a good job. I
No,
don't
yeah.
feel like a normal employee would have done that. So it's
True.
like,
I think it is
Or is it the April approach? Because at the end, she's the one just calculated enough to know what was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, that's
Her
true.
approach. I don't know.
I think you have to come in with
I'm
like I do like the positive approach. I think I would want to come in positive, but like set a hard deadline and make it a reasonable deadline. And then if you fuck up, then you know get more stern. Like
Mikey, how do you work? How do you like manage yourself? Because you're a young entrepreneur as well. How do you do that to yourself? Do you give yourself positive reinforcement, or do you more so light fires under your ass?
I mean, I think it's kind of different for the most part. I think you just, from an artist standpoint, you really judge yourself based off of the quality and quantity of what you have. So I just try to make sure I have as much content as I have. So I judge myself based off of just having work done. So if I'm not doing anything, then I judge myself critically. If I'm working, even if I can't rap today, if I can't sing today, if I suck, I still don't judge myself. Like, as long as I'm doing something, being productive, I'm cool with it. So,
right.
As long as you, I think that's kind of something that I think that really should apply with everyone. Like, it's pretty much the mantra of like, try your best, try to work hard as you can, and like, so long as you're working, you can be positive about that. You can try to build something from that for the next day.
Yeah.
Self management is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good positive self reinforcement management. Like,
yeah, like when I started making the hats last fall, of course I missed like the big season to like really sell a bunch, because then it started getting really warm. But it was like, okay, I have an infant, I have 3 kids, like I have a house to take care of, but if I can make 10 hats every night, you know, and on nights that I'm too busy, maybe just 5, then I still felt like I did something.
Yeah.
You know, or like, okay, I don't have time, but while Luna's asleep or while she's eating and I'm rocking her, I can make a post about it on social media to get like some traction. But yeah, self-management is definitely,
it's tough, man.
Yeah, especially when like it's like with Mikey, like it's just me, it's just him,
right?
You know, like there's no one else above you telling you, hey, you have to do X amount of things by this time. It's you, and then you can think of all of the excuses why you don't have time to do those things.
Like, well, I'll just make some soup real quick.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I fancy a snack, you know, or a cat nap 6 hours
that's
later.
my excuse. I was like, let me just get like a quick snack in, then I'll be full, and then I'll get to
So yeah, it's definitely interesting to see like their managerial approaches.
With me, I can't dive too deep into it as like CEO of the Normies, because like everybody's my friend, and so it's hard sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
To, like,
Hey, I'm not
like,
your friend.
positive
I'm your
reinforcement is
brother,
more important
bro. I'm
for
your
us,
brother.
I
I'm not
think,
your
yeah.
friend. I don't have friends.
Oh, I appreciate you,
I'm
Mike.
not your
Aw,
friend.
that's
You're my
fair.
bro.
That's fair.
And I hope I'm not too much of a Ron. I hope I balance between Ron
dick.
and Chris more. I will do nothing while everyone else does nothing.
I will work all night so no one does stuff. So nothing's done.
I freaking loved that.
So nothing gets done.
I love that so
like
much.
what would
That's
that
a
entail?
quote.
Like he's
That's a hell of a
busting his ass all night
So that nothing is.
Yes.
He's just sabotaging everything.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
just like breaking the printer. Like
All right, y'all. We're gonna move on to the next one. I hope you enjoyed our little discussion. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and a big shout out to Big Tasty, Doppelganger, Michal, Sakif, Clayton, Harry, Explorin, Dane, Mr. Mamas, Joe Maggs, Ian, Daniel, Yusuf, Kadeem, ZJP, and Keyboard Junkie. Thanks guys!